just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down the 47.
And so we conclude the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal, and Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 14. And we'll go to Kenny first. What you see out there?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they got more than a few problems to work out, but it all starts with their defense. I know the analytical people love to point out opponent's field goal percentage, and tonight has been a big problem. They haven't defended with any purpose.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Some fantastic numbers for Harris. He has 11 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Roberson is out there with Harris, and it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Pass to Harris. The dish to Ibaka. Fires the 3. Harris against Leonard. There's a screen by Cantor. Second shot opportunity. Harris missing again.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
And stolen by Harris. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody.
Harris! And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Knocked loose. Dishes it to Cantor. Duncan with the block. And the call will be against Primetime.
Harris.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Spurs trail by 16. Parker kicks to Green. They set the pick. The Spurs working the ball around now. And that one's good. Duncan.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips now on the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Leonard dishes to Parker. No good on the three.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots, and they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Pass to Aldridge. Leonard draws the double. Parker kicks to Duncan. And the call will be against Primetime. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Spurs trail by 13. On the court right now for the Spurs. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. West out there with Duncan. And it's Mills in a point guard.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
And slam dunk by Harris.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Mills, the offensive rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
It's stolen by Harris. From downtown. Rebound San Antonio.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Thunder leading by 17. Out to the right wing. Roberson the pass to Ibaka. From deep. That's good from Harris on the assist from Ibaka. And that's now 24 points for prime time. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Duncan. And that is good.
Tim Duncan.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Harris. And there's another one for the Thunder.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Ginobili outside. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Harris with it. Screened by Ibaka. Harris outside. It's Durant on the wing. Tries it from 19. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. The Spurs have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. timeout.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Tim Duncan. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with
Wow,
the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Aldridge. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And the basket by Harris.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Spurs.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Harris. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Harris is checked. In, and San Antonio with the change here too. Aldridge is checked in. Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook. Here's West, and it's blocked by Adams.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
West against Harris. West outside. Now here's Ginobili. Picked by West. From deep three-point range, and Cantor pulls it down.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it.
That one goes. Count it.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And the call will be against Primetime. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be heading to the free throw line. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu penso